Joe, for the you guys have been you're a multiple All-Star as well. It's kind of the camaraderie that goes on between you guys, sharing stories. We heard there's a little competition between Boston and Miami's All-Star.
Yeah, well, it's all fun and games throughout the season, man, but, we come together for one weekend, man, just have a good time, man, and just talk about the regular season.
The Hawks obviously right in the middle of the Eastern Conference playoff race. You guys are in the Southeast Division. You've got Miami and Orlando to deal with. How do you see your team getting ready for the second half of the season, and where do you think you'll wind up in the playoff race?
Yeah, I think we're in a good position. I think we need to be more consistent on the defensive end, and we're trying to be the best team that we can come playoff time.
Joe, is there any concern that while a lot of other teams have made a lot of different moves during the off season, you guys pretty much stayed pretty pat?
We're solid with what we got. Like I said, man, we just got to become more consistent on both ends of the court. We've already proven that we can play with the best in the league, so consistency is our thing right now.
Joe, now thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of the game. Back to you, Mark.
All right, the Hawks in the number 5 spot. They are 34-21, but just a game behind the Orlando Magic. Here is Durant. Three-pointer for Kevin Durant. Durant now has 11. His Oklahoma City Thunder 4th in the West. They've won 7 of the last 10, and Kevin averaging 29 a game to lead the NBA as he did a year ago. Stoudemire draws the foul. So Amari to the line. Foul is called on Durant as we take a look at the upcoming national television schedule. NBA TV Tuesday, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. It'll be the Atlanta Hawks playing the Lakers here at the Staples. ESPN Wednesday, Oklahoma City and San Antonio, followed by the Clippers at New Orleans next Sunday. The Lakers play at Oklahoma City. It's been quite a run for Staples Center, incidentally. Last week, this the site of the Grammys, followed by All-Star Weekend. Tonight, I should point out, no one was carried into Staples in an egg, as far as we know, though Lady Gaga refers to it as a vessel.
So is that right? Yes. You've been doing your homework. What a great venue for alley-oop to Durant, but such a great venue for the All-Star Game and the Grammys. The LA Live downtown at Howard Schools, and so nice just to have everything, including the hotels, within walking distance.
It's really great. Yeah, to walk on over here and talk to the fans and so many people out getting autographs, and the players have been so gracious with their time and so forth.
Were you talking to the fans, Reggie?
Absolutely. You got to give back.
Just moments ago, Kobe Bryant comes over to congratulate Phil Russell. Foul is charged to Wade, sending Durant to the line. Kevin Durant, player spends much time at the line. He's an 88% free throw shooter. Last season led the NBA with 756 made free throws.
And they have quietly crept up on the Lakers. In fact, I think we showed the standings a little earlier. They are tied in the loss column with LA. So many expectations for Oklahoma City before the season started, probably inflated, to be frank. After the playoff performance they had against the Lakers a year ago, a lot of people said, well, maybe this team could win a championship. And then they started out slowly, but they picked it up lately. And I think they're progressing at kind of a natural pace here to become eventually one of the best teams in the league.
Howard again tries a three-pointer, which is not exactly his forte, although he will say it was a lob for Wade.
I guess.
But Steve, will the youth of the Oklahoma City Thunder come back to bite them? Talent, obviously, with Westbrook and Durant here representing the Thunder. They've got bigs. The Serge Ibaka was in the dunk contest. Christian's another big. Is their youth going to be a problem?
Ray Allen knocks down a three-pointer. Ray Allen last week in Boston, great scene with Reggie at courtside, and Ray breaking your NBA record for most three-pointers in league history. He's at 2,565 and counting.
I saw he's now 5 ahead of you, Reggie.
I know. You think I can get a Sunday to make a comeback?
By the time he's done, he's going to be so far ahead of you. It's really one of those records that, may be like a Joe DiMaggio hit streak type thing.
I don't think is that a taunt to Reggie?
It is a shot. Well, let's face it, you held that record for what? 19 10 years? 11 years?
13 to be exact.
Okay, so for 13 years, you went to bed. You put your head on the pillow. So you put your head on the pillow knowing you're the greatest three-point shooter of all time. The other night, you go to sleep and you realize you're no longer the best.
Stop getting up in the morning. I'll tell you that in Boston. I mean, it was really sad.
Did you sleep at all?
No, not at all.
And the bucket by Bosch. So it's all about putting your head on the pillow, thinking about what has escaped.
It's all downhill from here. You got nothing left, Chris.
Ball not able to hit, but there's Bryant with the follow. 15 points for Kobe. He leads the West. Durant has 13. Stoudemire high man to the East with 10. Bosch again. Chris Bosch hit all 6 of his shots in 9 minutes. He has 12 points. Coming up on a minute remaining in this first half. Ginobili with the step back. Rebounded by Gasol. Nice ball movement. Kobe Bryant on the reverse.
Kobe is putting his first entrance on the game as Chris Paul comes over the field.
Now Doc Rivers has been called down. A couple of spectacular plays by the Western Conference. They now lead it by 12 with a minute 5 left in the half.
Well, Kobe Bryant shooting for his 4th All-Star MVP, and then the alley-oop to Kevin Durant. The Durant score with the finish.
Back at Staples in LA, aerial coverage being provided by Goodyear. New Fuel Max tires help you get there on less gas. Calculate your savings at GoodyearTires.com. East head coach Doc Rivers telling us earlier that he has assistants Lawrence Frank and Teron Lue keeping the minutes that each player is on the floor as Wade was able to lay it home. And he explained that he does not want to get any players mad at him for later in the season if they're shortchanged on minutes and then try to take it out of the Celtics.
Well, one of the things one of the reasons Greg Popovich called that timeout earlier is that what happens in these games, you send a guy to the scorer's table to check in, and then 3 or 4 minutes go by without a dead ball. So sometimes you have to just call a timeout to get new players in.
But I'm a little confused because most players want to play in this game, so they don't care about the minutes because everyone's shooting for the MVP. It's really the coaches for their respective teams that have problems with it.
West able to swing the ball effectively, but Paul not able to hit. Luck keeps it alive. And it's Bryant getting the hop on the assist by Love. Picked off again by Paul. Chris Paul kicks it to the corner. Westbrook forms 3. Rebounded by Pierce. Time running down of this first half. Wade on the pitch out from Pierce. 72-62. Final seconds of the half. Here's Paul. Nice backdoor pass. Beautifully done to Bryant. So Kobe Bryant with a huge first half now has 21. Wade going right at Westbrook, and he is fouled. Westbrook called for the hold. Coming up, the T-Mobile halftime report, including a live performance from Rihanna. And then Ernie, Kenny, and Charles will break down the first half, and a happy birthday from, I believe, all of us. From all of us. Reggie was uncertain. To Charles Barkley.
Did you see that cake that they got on the pregame?
I mean, incredible.
Sarah August, who works for us, said that weighed 200 pounds.
Yeah. Charles might eat all of it, too.
Oh, that's
just kidding.
Here you go.
I'm just
hidden below the belt.
Here's a guy who works so hard to lose weight. Oh, great. Oh, can he get
We've seen 8 points within the last 10 seconds, Steve.
They'll check it out. They will review it, but it appeared that he was able to release it on time.
Only in an all-star game can you get 8 points in 10 seconds, whatever it was.
Yeah, that'll count. Yep, he got it off. High point men, Kobe Bryant, 21 points, along with 6 rebounds. His teammate, Pau Gasol, had 12 points, 6 of 6 from the field. Couple of steals by Chris Paul down the stretch, plus that bucket. And for the East, Bosch with 12. He's hit all 6 of his attempts. 10 points apiece for Dwayne Wade and Amari Stoudemire. Wade with all 10 in this second quarter. Let's go to Craig with Kobe Bryant.
Well, Kobe, obviously you're scoring with 21 points, 6 rebounds, but also 3 steals. And I saw you whisper something to Dwayne Wade before the opening tip. What'd you say to him?
Oh, no, it had nothing to do with the game. It was just something else that was humorous.
All I know is shortly thereafter you stripped the ball from him twice. There is some rivalry with you guys.
Well, no, I mean, we're just going to compete. I'm out here to play. And, the fans voted us in, the kids do what we do best. So
you're the leading vote getter for the West 4 years in a row. You also have to win the MVP because you're well on your way.
Well, we want to win. We want to prove that the West is stronger. And, the way to do that is by winning this game.
All right, thanks a lot. We'll be back with the T-Mobile Halftime Report. AJ Kenny and birthday boy Charles. Also performance by Rihanna.
Take me